who is Desiree and what the heck do you do?
My work is really about people, talent, and recruiting and hiring. The hiring system is broken, and I believe that can be fixed if talent and recruiters work away from order takers to more strategic partnership. I can't tell you how many recruiters I've trained where I'm like, oh, what are the goals of the company this year?
What are the KPIs?
What are the KPIs? What are we measuring here at blah, blah, blah organization? They can't tell me. And people get on job hoppers and all these things. But if they're not getting what they need, move.
Dump her, the organization, that is, and get what you need.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you could tell your younger self something, what would it be?
You are worth it every single time.
Hey everybody, my name is Lee Cage, and we are back with another episode of 15 Minutes with today's guest, Desiree Goldey. Now, she's not just a founder, she's also a fellow podcaster, thought leader, and someone who's focusing in at the intersection of talent, or let's say talentless.
Ooh.
So, Desiree, welcome to the show.
Oh, I'm so excited to be here.
Like, this only took
I know,
forever.
forever, but we're here now.
And so, Desiree, I know a little bit about you, but they don't know anything about you. Who is Desiree and what the heck do you do?
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. It was funny. I was getting prepared for this today, Lee, and I was like, what am I going to say I do?
Underwater basket
What am I gonna say?
I saw problem.
I don't know. I do a lot of things, but my work is really about people, talent, and recruiting and hiring. The hiring system is broken, and I believe that can be fixed if talent and recruiters work away from order takers to more strategic partnership. But most recruiters haven't been trained how to do that, right? They're not strategists. They're get a job rec and they do that, right? And so I go into organizations and I help them fix that messy part, right? The messy where they don't really understand talent. It's seen as a function of HR, and then they don't really focus on it. You know, we've always said that talent is a cost center. Let's make it not a cost center anymore. Let's be strategic partners to the business. So I work with founders, startups, talent leaders. I even do career navigation for C-suite. So a lot of work around strategy of people.
The strategy of people. I like that.
Yeah.
The strategy of people. It sounds like it's a book. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. It may be
It
coming.
may be. You know what's interesting? I think one of the things that I've noticed throughout my career is that there's not been such a focus on that, especially related to talent. People are good at finding talent.
Right.
They're not always good, at least at being highlighted in the organization for what bringing talent means.
Exactly.
So I like to think of my TA folks as like the same way that I would with procurement. They are procuring resources, no different than the folks in supply chain management procuring tangible resources. They are procuring physical, mental, intellectual resources to run this business.
It's always interesting to me that we've said that talent is this like necessary thing, but we don't want to focus it on it. But organizations are made of people,
Yes.
right?
And
So
we
how-
personify the organization like the organization exists without said
Right.
people. No, they are one.
Right, they're one thing, right?
Yes,
So if you're
yes.
not finding the right people, putting in the right seats, I mean, we talk about the loss of a candidate and how much it costs in retention and
Yeah.
attrition rates and all of those things. We talk about those numbers, but what are we doing to fix the actual problem that brings those numbers about? We're not. We just keep doing the same old thing and repeating that cycle. And I've seen people doing great work in this space, but there's so much work to be done.
When you think about like what does great work look
Yeah.
like?
Yeah, I think it's really training up recruiters to understand the business. I can't tell you how many recruiters I've trained where I'm like, oh, what are the goals of the company this year?
What are the KPIs?
What are the KPIs?
Are-
What are we measuring here at blah, blah, blah organization? They can't tell me,
Mm.
right? If you don't understand the business and what its actual goals are, then what are you doing as a recruiter?
How can you recruit
How can
to
you
solve
recruit?
problems? I love this.
Right?
I love this.
You can't recruit to solve problems if you don't even understand what the problem we're trying to solve is.
Or the competency
Right.
deficiencies that we're trying to fill, the boys that we're trying to fix.
Understanding all of that is
Wow.
so huge. We do not do it enough. It's unbelievable how much recruiter enablement is not a focus, right? The enabling of recruiters to do the job well gets left to the wayside. We just need you to fill positions.
And it's so much more than that.
It's so much more than that.
So you have this focus. Now we're here in Austin,
Yes.
right? Are you from Austin?
I am not. I
Where
am
did you hail from? Okay. Are you one of the California people
Oh
that
god,
census
no.
talks about?
No.
Okay.
I'm an outside Philly girl. Yeah,
Really?
born and raised.
On the playground is where you spend
Spent
most of
most of
your
my
day?
days,
Oh
yes.
my gosh.
Yeah, I grew up in Villanova, near
Okay.
Villanova University. Went to all-girls school out there and
Mm,
decided I hated Philly.
okay.
Then went to school in Washington, DC.
Okay.
And then the journeys began. I think I've lived in 10 states so far. Austin being my last and final resting place, I think, unless I win
I
the
don't
lottery.
I don't know. I had someone ask me, if you woke up tomorrow and you had $100 million, what would you be doing next week?
Ugh,
What's your
ugh. Next week, I'd probably be working on this firm that I'm
okay.
developing. I think I am a person that is driven by business and business outcomes. I've always been a workaholic. I've always seen the value in the work that I do and shaping people, being mentor to people, leading people. I think I would still be doing some of the same thing. Maybe I would own it and put a lot of money into what I'm doing, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think that I would change the trajectory so much. I would move out of the United States, but that would be about
Okay. Okay,
it.
a little global.
Yeah,
Okay,
a
it's
little global.
global.
Yeah.
Globalization.
Hey, I always say I wanna die in Greece, so
Really?
I love Greece.
Okay. So let me ask you this. How do you maintain meaningful conversations and meaningful relationships with the folks that you're connected with? You have so many connections.
Me too.
How do you make sure that everyone feels like they're being seen and heard?
I think there's a lot of listening that needs to go on. We do a lot of talking. You
Mm.
do a lot of posting on LinkedIn or socials. We do a lot of talking at people. We do less of the listening. So sometimes when I make a connection, I just want to hear your story, right?
Don't many of us
I
podcasters?
know.
What's interesting, I last year I put a link on my LinkedIn that says let's grab a virtual coffee. And in 2025, 48 people,
Oof.
48 strangers whom I had never seen or heard. We had no previous, like, hey, let's plan to do this. 48 people clicked that link and put time on my calendar just to talk for 15 minutes.
Because we're missing human interaction
Yes.
anymore, right? We've moved to this virtual
Yes.
remote culture where we're not interacting with humans like this, right?
Yeah.
Like
Like,
sitting together
see,
and just
you touch,
chatting.
you feel, all the things.
All the
Yes.
things, right? And
Yeah.
so I think people really want that interaction. Now, that doesn't mean we should go back to the office,
I'm not going
people.
to the office.
Oh, no, I'm just letting you
I
know.
love everyone who goes,
No.
everyone who is going into the office. I'd like to thank you for your contributions and your sacrifices. Now, I will go to a client site.
Right.
I'm all for that.
Me too.
Those are my favorite things in the
Me
world.
too.
I drove 13 hours
Oof.
from Nashville to Austin once to like be with a customer. So that I get joy.
Yeah.
I love
But that's
customers.
different,
But
right?
every day,
No.
oh my, and it's not, oh, I just
No,
could
I just don't need that.
I'm just, and I'm grateful
No, I am very
for
grateful.
those
Very
that do.
grateful.
I
Please
your
do it.
your sacrifice
It means so
so
much
much
to
to
me.
me.
Yeah,
So
but I'm not doing it. Not me, but I am very big into events and live
yeah,
events here in
yeah,
Austin. There's tons of them. I've
yes.
traveled extensively for clients. I love that piece of the work,
Okay.
but I'm not going to an office. I'm not even really excited to go 1 day a week.
Now one day a week.
No, I don't know, man. I'm gonna tell you.
Just can we? I be at the potluck, the holiday
No,
parties.
no.
I can do those. I can do those.
I mean, yeah, okay.
I
I
can
could do 1 day a week.
no, not one day a week. I can't do that. I'm saying I could be at the potluck,
You could be at the
the
holiday
holiday
parties.
party.
You could be there.
I can do all of those things. I love the physical connection.
I do too.
And those things matter to me
Right.
because relationships matter to me. But even with conferences, so a little known fact, okay, and shout out to Christina Batola, who I don't know how I would survive certain things without you. So just appreciate you. But I get so much anxiety going to conferences.
Interesting.
90% of the time, I am sick afterwards,
Too
like
much interaction?
like physically ill. Physically ill. So one year, I was going to Workday Rising, and I get to Vegas, and Christina had put together this, like, conference survival kit for me.
Aw.
Like, literally, like, with all the things I needed to try to not get sick afterwards, because 'cause you're speaking to
Yeah.
people, you're doing the things, you're shaking hands, you're kissing babies, you're having that moment. Conferences are like a family reunion,
Yeah, you are.
and then you leave depleted
Oh my gosh.
and sick for me.
Ashley and I, Talentless podcast, came back, uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
came back from Wreckfest, and I'm gonna tell you, it took me a week to
Was this in
recover.
Nashville?
Yes.
Last year.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
It was so great when I was there. I met a ton of people, dude, but I'm gonna tell you, it took me a week of recovery, 2,500 people to meet. We were hosting a stage. Running around, promoting the podcast, going to events at night till
Mhm.
midnight and 1 AM. I mean, it's just exhausting. So I
I
get
think
it.
of the everyday work office thing as
Yeah.
the same thing. I would be sick. I could only go a couple of days because 'cause I'd be sick right afterwards.
I love it.
So, as you look back at the life of
Mhm.
Desiree, and obviously you have a lot more to live, what's been one of the most, like, in your quiet time where you say, "I'm so proud of this?"
Yeah.
What's a couple of those things?
Yeah, I think for me, I'm not going to give you a ton of backstory, but when I was in college, I really had no idea what I was doing,
Mhm.
where I was going. I thought I wanted to be a doctor, and not that this matters, but I had a very unsupportive parent at the time who was paying for my college.
They said, "If I'm paying, you're gonna go
You're gonna go.
you're gonna get whatever I want you to be.
So,
Be what I want you to be, ma."
right. So I changed trajectory and I got a international business degree, right? And so when I left school, it was like, "What do you do now?" Like, I didn't have a clue. I got a job, I really hated it, it was like a factory, and I stepped away from corporate for, a good 2 years, and I think my path over the time has been very nonlinear.
Mhm.
But it's always focused around people. I've built systems that work, and they're still working today.
Yeah.
I've crafted, people messaging that has worked. I've built brands that have worked. But the through line through all of that is people and my want and need to have other people excel, right?
What yearning does that satisfy for you? I love that, and I am aligned with it, but I've done some work on this. I'm curious, what
Yeah, I think there's just some people are just naturally this way that I actually feed off of others' accomplishments more than I feed on my own, which is it's been interesting to actually realize that's true, right?
Yeah.
You know, I was asked, would you come work for us recently through a LinkedIn post? It was like a VP role. And I was like, how much people interaction would I have at that level? Because I'm concerned that I don't get to be in the mix, right?
Yeah.
And so I struggle with separating myself from the day-to-day of peopling. Um,
Mhm.
and so but I've had to learn that over time. It took me years and years to figure that out.
I mean, I as a kid, I wanted to be a cultural
Oh,
anthropologist,
nice.
okay? And my mom, I love you, mom, she said, "You will be so happy, but you will be poor."
Yeah. Yeah.
She said, "Why don't you do number 2 or 3 to fund the thing that you actually wanna do?" I love people. Not only do I love people, I love the evolution
Right.
of people. And here recently, I've been began to really focus on how technology is
Yeah.
impacting the evolution of people.
Oof. We could have a whole nother show about that.
Part 2, loading, okay? Part 2, definitely loading. Okay, so what's one thing that a mentor, a friend has told you that has just stuck with you? Like, I've applied this to my everyday life.
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out Sam Barber here. He was,
Mm,
one of my, heads of TA. I actually worked for him on a contract as a recruiter, as a senior talent partner for him, and he's still today my mentor. I love, love, love him to death. But what he told me is, the ability for the work to get done by someone will always be there, right? There's always someone to fill your spot. There's always someone to get the work done. When you're in that work, make a moment for yourself. Achieve what you want to achieve because these organizations will not do that for you.
you know what's funny? My mom is a nurse. She's been a nurse almost all of my life.
Aw,
Um,
shout out mom. Tough job.
I see you,
Really tough
girl.
job.
I love you, mom.
Really tough
Uh,
job.
but when I was younger, she would work. I mean, she works with a population of people that many have forgotten.
Yeah.
She's in long-term care
Mm,
and long-term care rehabilitation. She's also done a lot of work in like wound care
mhm,
and with folks with memory loss. And so
mhm,
what typically happens is, you know, folks send ma or grandma there, and that's literally where they die.
mm,
And so she has taken it up on herself to be the face of kindness and love that they see, whatever amount of time they have left in this world 5 years, 10 years, 5 days, whatever it is. That comes with a certain amount of what folks call compassion fatigue,
right.
which many HR practitioners
I'm sure they do.
also suffer from.
Yeah.
So there's some really good books and articles on this. But needless to say, one of the things I told my mom a long time ago, no matter how much you love the organization, no matter how much you give, I mean, there have been days that she has stayed there. She's worked, slept in the building in one of their open rooms to stay there to make sure that she could help a person who was transitioning in the final days of their life and make the family notification and
Right.
so forth and so on because they just didn't know when the person was going to leave.
Mm,
I said, "Ma, if you died tomorrow, if you died tomorrow, your job would be posted by the end of the week.
right.
Make sure you are getting what you need out of it, but also that you're balancing, that you're integrating this work, this important work, this life changing work with what you actually need."
It's a hard lesson to learn.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a really
Especially
hard
when you
lesson.
care and love like what you do.
It's a really hard lesson to learn, but it's always sticks in the back of my mind
Mm. You have
because
children?
I do. I
Oh, okay,
do. I
okay.
do have kids. But in the back of my mind, they're old though, Lee. Shout out to my kids, but they're
The old
34.
kids.
They're
Shout
34.
out to the old kids. Let's
They're
just
the
start
old.
with this. Shout out to my senior citizen kids as I sit here and I'm 31, 2, or however old you are. Okay, that's fine. Shout out to the old kids, but
But I tell my kids the same thing, right? Like these
yeah.
organizations, you need to make the moment for yourself, get what you need because you could be replaced tomorrow. And honestly, this isn't the old days of like 1950 where
Mhm.
Ford had a pension plan and you stayed with the
Yes.
company for 30 years and they did all the
Turn
things for you.
Christ.
Right,
Yes.
right. That's not it anymore. So, and people get on job hoppers and all these things, but if they're not getting what they need, move.
You know what's funny? I don't I know that we're almost
Yeah,
at our time
yeah.
here, but and I'm sharing this. If you're following me on TikTok, Instagram, or whatever, you will see this coming out. But I'm starting a new series.
Oh, good.
And what you just mentioned, I'm going to be breaking through some of that.
Yeah.
The new series is called Dating the Org.
Ooh, I like it. I like
And
it.
so what you just said, literally, I just recorded this bit around if you're not getting what you need, dump her,
Right.
the organization that is,
Literally.
and get what you need.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
When you're in an organization, for many folks, it's not a marriage.
Right.
So if it is no longer serving you, it is okay to break up with him or her,
I know.
just as they would you.
Absolutely. In a hot minute, they wouldn't even think anything about it.
So here you are contemplating what will happen when you leave the org.
And you know what? Gen Zs are great at this. My generation, Gen Xers, were the worst. We'll stay until they ground us into the
Don't
into the
tell
rug.
nobody. Don't tell nobody.
Into the rug.
Oh my goodness. So listen,
Yeah.
we're at this point
Yes.
here, okay? We like to call this rapid fire.
Ooh.
But I started doing something a couple episodes ago. I'm gonna give you this joker. What this basically means is you get to ask me any question that you would like to ask me, okay?
Yep.
But for the next minute or two, we're gonna go with you,
Yes.
okay? So first thing that comes to mind: glass half full or glass half empty?
Half full.
If your life was a book, what would it be called?
Crazy moments. Crazy moments. Let's leave it at that.
Okay, if you could tell your younger self something, what would it be?
It would be you are worth it every single time.
Favorite childhood cartoon?
Oh my God, Tom and Jerry. The beating up thing.
Okay, we do not condone domestic
No violence
violence.
on the show. I know.
They're gonna turn the whole screen
I-
purple just to turn the whole screen purple. Okay.
Tom and Jerry.
Favorite ice cream?
I don't like ice cream.
How are you?
Yes, I don't like
How are you
chocolate
living
either.
life?
I don't like chocolate either.
I normally tell people I don't like chocolate either because I bring my own. Okay, I'm already chocolate chip.
Uh-uh.
I bring my own. Plane or road trip?
Oh my God, not a road trip. Please tell my wife, if you are listening to this, we're never going on another road trip. No, plane. I hate them.
Why? How do you see America?
In a plane?
No, you drive over America, and America looks really, really small from that high up.
Oh my God, I hate it. First of all, why?
I I did tell you that I drove to
I know, but
you go
there's too much flat in America for
too
me.
much. No, no, no. Come to Tennessee. We'll solve that problem. Okay, check out Mount Eagle. There's a phenomenal documentary about Mount Eagle on YouTube.
I'll look it up.
But Mount Eagle was one of the most expensive projects in the country
Hmm.
because they needed to blast through the Tennessee rock to get through that mountain to connect what is Chattanooga and Georgia now. So this mountain has a 5% downgrade
Oh,
of you
jeez.
swooping through. And then on your way back from Atlanta to get back to Nashville, you go up. It is
It sounds wild.
we have valleys because ain't no valley.
Ain't no, I'm not gonna
Ain't
sing.
no
No one wants
mountain
to hear.
high,
No one.
tall, high
No
enough.
one wants to hear
Ain't no
me
valley.
sing.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, we can do that. All right. So listen,
Yes.
you get to ask me one question, and I'm bracing for answer.
I am imagining little Lee,
Oh my gosh.
and he's running around doing little cute Lee things.
Mm, mm, mm.
And he says to himself, "You know what I want to be when I grow up? With all of your wealth of knowledge now and what you're doing now, would you start a different path if you had to start it all over? Or would you be right where you're at right now?"
I love my life. I I love my life. It has not been the easiest. But when I look at my friends from like high school and middle school, some of them are doing phenomenal things. Some of them are not. You know, you get
Yeah.
glass half empty, glass half full type of thing. But I love, I love my life. I have a phenomenal organization I get to work for. I've had the same boss essentially for at 3 different companies.
Oh, jeez.
So
That's
we know
amazing.
each other.
Right.
And if I was to ever leave or if she was to ever leave, we would still be connected. I have a wonderful spouse who I call my manager.
Nice.
Christian manages me. I get project managed at home as most people who are married probably do. My daughter is just a couple months old.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she's born November 21st.
Oh my gosh, you didn't even tell me.
I mean, like, because I haven't slept.
Oh,
I
jeez.
haven't slept. This is the one blur of weeks and months at this point.
Oh.
But I've been in the army. March 4th will be 18 years.
Mhm.
I love my life. I get to meet cool people. I get to have meaningful work. When I need time away, I have so many people that I've met across this country and quite frankly across the world that have provided a safe haven for me to be me. No one is trying to put me in a box. I don't care what the world says about the boxes that I am supposed to be in.
Right.
The people that have a sphere of influence in my life allow me to be who I am, and they accept that I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. I like to think often and a lot. I drive many times with no music on because I use that time to think.
Yeah.
I love my life. If I was any place else, I think it would feel wrong.
It's a great answer.
It's the truth is I don't want to go. Only want to go. So listen, y'all, we have come to the end of our
I
time.
know, so fast.
Anything anything you want to share, say to the people out there in the universe, how do we connect with you?
Yeah, please
How
connect with me. I accept like 99% of my connections, even the fake scammers right now. So please don't do it. But on
all
LinkedIn, I'm
things.
I know it's all fake news. I'm LinkedIn and Desiree Goldey. On Instagram, I'm Recruiter Gold. Please follow the Talentless podcast and Do Better
Yes.
Consulting on LinkedIn and all the other socials. Please, please connect with me. I love to hear stories. I love to talk to people, and I love to help, fix problems. So please do it.
I love that. Well, in the words, you all know I like to go. I'm an army guy. I like to anchor with the same things. But in the words of Southwest Airlines, we know you have many choices when you fly. Thank you for choosing 15 minutes with. See y'all. Bye.
Bye.